Oh my god, the aliens are coming into our walls and taking our jobs. Oh my god. I cannot believe we're back here after so long. If you've been here a while, you'd know things about the past. And you'd know that the last time we've been in Mondstadt for a proper quest was like literally 4 years ago. So yeah, this is a pretty big deal. Oh my god, windblume! First up, we meet back with Mondstadt Catherine, who tells us it's been a bit of a weird windblume festival lately. Something bad is happening in Oz. Like, first of all, you know Beatrice, the girl from the commission who's obsessed with this guy, Quinn? Well, she's not obsessed anymore. Maybe she just moved on. Maybe she realized, you know what? I'm better than this. Maybe... Good for her! You know? She should... I don't know. Like, why would you listen to me for love advice? Let's be real. This guy, Miles, also has headaches or something. Write that down, write that down. Is that foreshadowing? And if you don't think that's all pretty weird, listen to what Donna has to say about Kaya. Huh? Oh my god, Donna, lock in. What's happening to you? Come on. Monogamy! Okay, yeah, something is wrong. Something is wrong. What's going on? We need to get to the bottom of this. Bye-bye. Oh, no. Hello? Turns out, he's been looking for us. And something tells me he already knows what's going on. Everything is so pretty! We meet up at the Knights of Favonius headquarters, where we find these guys and Eula waiting for us. Fish! Are we gonna become a captain too? Wait, but I'm busy. We go have a talk with Jean in her office, and she tells us that since there's been incidents within Mondstadt, there is to be a trial, which we're totally prepared for since we graduated from the Fontaine School of Law and everything. Wait, I don't understand. Did I see something wrong? Did I commit a crime? Listen, I used my wind glider without a license, but that was a long time ago. You know, can we forgive that? Is there like a statute of limitations? But then we think, really think about it, and there's someone missing from the Knights today. Oh my god. Oh my god. We already have one artificial human on the line with Furina, okay? You're telling me I brought her here to get another artificial human on the trial? What if a big French guillotine goes and gets his head next? Or maybe a German one, since that's what Mondstadt's based. But, no! So yeah, long story short, we're up in a trial against Albedo. Oh my god. And now it's time to head into the courtroom where we see some old and new faces. Ooh. Okay, so this is Dahlia. And it's time for Albedo to step up to the stand. What did you do, Albedo? What did you do? So he's being trialed by Hertha, not to be confused with the purple girl from the other Hoyo game, with his defense being led by none other than Kaya. Oh my god, let's go! Hi Beto crumbs! And get ready for this. He's being trialed for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. You can't see it, but my jaw is hanging. Maybe that was the other Albedo. Maybe, casually carrying the dead body of my twin. And Beatrice, remember Beatrice? Testifies that she was witness to Albedo burying a dead body and that she was so scared that she'd be next because he noticed her. In his defense, if I felt someone stalking me, I would look around too. It's not like I was gonna kill you. I'm just, what are you doing? Following me. But Kaya was like, nuh-uh. Where's the body then? That's right. Nowhere to be found. How then can we be sure that your claim is true? I think you guys are just jealous that Albedo slays the way that he does. But yeah, they still found a shoe and some fabric by the said hole, so that was all still a bit suspicious. Still, Albedo objects to the charges. But wait, there's more. Hertha brings out a witness who saw something happen by Dawn Winery. Don't fucking tell me. Pause the fucking film. What are we doing here? Okay, I've reined in the tears. Okay, let's continue. Diluc gives his testimony and subsequently breaks my heart while doing so, and Hertha suggests that the evidence points to Albedo being even more guilty when taking into consideration the decomposition rate of the body already found to be a skeleton. saying that alchemy clearly must have been involved here. And who do we know that does alchemy? Exactly. But don't worry, we still have witnesses left on our side. Come on, Sucrose, testify! But sadly, the alibi she presents isn't good enough. To make things worse, the other side brings out one last piece of evidence. A letter of correspondence written by Albedo that only further incriminates him. With everything pointing to him, Jean has no choice but to declare Albedo guilty. Huh? No! Not guilty! I don't believe it. I don't believe it. This is like one of those K-dramas, you know, where the character's friend goes to prison first and then we find the evidence, and then, you know, it's a really like fulfilling end to the story. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or an appeal. That's exactly what we're gonna do. But most appear hopeless in this moment. Not me. Not me. I have a fire lit under my ass. We are gonna solve this. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo... Is it the freaking Alice and stuff? And like the summer event. I forgot. Though before we can deal with that, Rosaria comes to us with a message. I'm needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there. Who is he? Time is like the wind, it waits for no one. It's Venti, isn't it? Hey, bestie. What's up? Wanna see me? We meet Venti at Star Snatch Cliff. But he's not really the one who called us here. Oh, Dahlia is the so-called Herald of Barbados, which just means that he's a pretty good friend of this here bard here. Okay, so he knows. Apart from Dahlia knowing about Venti, the two of them also know about Albedo's origins as a homunculus too. And it turns out that they're actually on our side. Talk about court bias. So Venti gives us one of these things that look like it came straight out of Klee's backpack, called the Dodo communication device, which basically works like a telephone. So now we go back to the Knight's headquarters to investigate Albedo's office ourselves, where, on the desk, there's a book. And naturally, under the book is the desk. Ooh, strike the desk, the resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's hollow. Okay, yeah, I know these things. Inside the compartment are some notes with all this. And some maps, notably marking the locations where Albedo was seen burying things. Naturally, we go to investigate ourselves. I notice a spot on the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. Yeah, no shit. But if the prosecution argues that the perpetrator was Albedo because alchemy was used, how come this one looks like it was done by monsters? That's true. Nice assessment, Paimon. Then it's time to convene for the second trial, where the prosecution brings out another witness. What? Don, what the fuck are you here for? And Donna's basically here to confirm what Diluc already saw. I hate Diluc being on the opposite side because I love that man. Then the notes we found in Albedo's office gets brought up by the court. Oh, clocked it. Okay, yes. This is our chance. And now it's our turn to set things straight. I found a hole. Then we do some mental sleuthing and association. Sherlock style. That was exactly what I was saying. Maybe it was Albedo number 2. Submit conclusion. If I may address the court... Oh my god, I have never heard her speak this much. Then Albedo comes to his own defense, saying, okay, even if I was a criminal, which I'm not, I wouldn't lie about anything. Like, yes, I own the map, and yes, I hid things there, and yes, I... killed someone? Ha! But wait, there's more. Exactly! It doesn't end there! Then Eula comes to testify about the events of Genshin version 1.2, or the Big Dragon Spine event from way back then, where we met someone with the same blonde hair, same blue eyes, and even the same clothes that Albedo has. So while, yes, he did kill someone that day, he never did say that the someone he killed was even a person at all. Oh! We love a man. He's just a just person. He just... for justice, he will present the facts. But should the facts be refuted, he will take back those facts. But yeah, while I was yapping... Oh my god. Is Albedo 2 in the building with us? That's right. The real Hertha comes walking in. I knew it! She was way too emotional. Just like Albedo number 2. Then of course there's the issue of proving who's who. So the Hertha, who just came in, asks a question that only the real Hertha would know, which the fake Hertha answers with crickets. Miles gets asked too, but he can't answer either. Oh my god, the aliens are coming into our walls and taking our jobs. And suddenly the enemies reveal themselves. Which, what the hell did they plan on doing against a bunch of 5-star gacha game characters? I don't know. Then they run away. Oh my god, there are slimes. Oh! Stop! Yo, Mona! Oh my god. Sheesh! Look, we're playing with their freaking cannon weapons and stuff. Hold on. Oh wow, this city is burning. Here's to my rag bro's loving eyes. At so many angles, it still looks like he has no nose, no mouth. Right, one more. Who's down here? Official! My favorite Chunibyo. Alright, and now to the main event. Venti! The god himself. While the battle's going on around Mond, Venti's up here with his own task. You know, Wei Wuxian did the same thing as Mo Wei Yu. I meant to say Mo Xuan Yu there. Wrong Danmei, oops. But also, these two know about each other's identity now apparently. Then we talk about how this entire battle was actually just things going according to plan, which was to debate the imposter into being agitated to make it easier for us to eliminate them. And Venti does some cool animal arch and stuff too. Oh my god, everybody has plunging powers now. What? Multi-purpose wind currents for transportation and communication. Then it's time for us to head back to the front lines while Venti handles things up here. Yeesh. Time to activate God mode. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I feel like that would be way too destructive considering the lore surrounding God Venti. Oh, look at this nice sweep motion, eh? Tears in my rag bro's eyes. And Diluc just clocks it like, obviously something was wrong. Like, that's not how you would have acted if all that was real, you know? Like, God, I won't let this game end. Hoyo gives us a proper rag bro's reconciliation arc. Like, no, I won't. Oh man, I miss using Diluc. Look at that, 52k. Since things are looking a-okay over here by the bridge, we head back into the city. Meanwhile, at the cathedral, Lawrence! Swan! Let me help you up. Then in a flashback to a conversation she had with Jean a few days ago, it's revealed that this plan is actually long since been in the making, with Albedo telling Jean about Durin acting up in Dragonspine. Yo, Noelle! Yo, Bennett! What about Mika? Mika and Amber! Everyone talks over the wind currents for a while, talking about how they set up the real Hertha to disappear, so that a fake one would take her place. And that all this planning actually started like 6 months ago. Eh? Damn, this was a long plan. And because of all this, we can finally weed out the spy too. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And the battle's over. For now. We're back at Jean's office to discuss something called the Tripartite Conference. A what now? It's basically an agreement overseen by Barbados himself between the Knights and the Mages, like Alice, on certain conditions to protect Mondstadt when danger arises. So naturally, we ask ourselves, what would happen if we just called Alice up? To which she answers, and Albedo asks for a favor. Oh! I feel like I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring Durin to life, aren't we? We're gonna make him into homunculus? Yes? Hello? That's right. Alice herself is in the building. Kind of. Though before we do what we need to do, we gotta meet someone in Albedo's office first. Oh my god! So you're telling me the entirety of Simulanka was like, first of all, a foreshadowing of Natlan, and secondly, a foreshadowing of this? Wow, that's extensive. I don't make videos on the limited events, so oops, sorry. I'm just gonna assume that you're like up to speed on things. But anyway, Chibi Durin's pretty oriented on what's gonna be happening, that he's gonna replace the Durin of our world. I was right! Ish. Oh my god, I think this is like the first time that Genshin's like main Archon Quest storyline has like ever referenced an event that was from a limited time event. And you might be asking, is this going to hurt the Chibi Durin? To which I say, maybe. I don't know. But he does know the risks. The whole point of it is that the pureness of Chibi Durin is going to counter all the evil of our Durin. Then, boom! Neutral Durin. Or something like that. I don't know math. And it's all just pretty much a big moral lesson on what humanity really means to someone who isn't technically human. Speaking of family, I better be seeing like fan art of Human, Durin, and Scara. It was like a mini callback to that event. Exactly! Speak of the devil. What's up, Alice? You want to play some chess? That's a nice looking chessboard! In the Imaginarium Theater, Albedo explains his entire plan to Alice, as well as what he needs to make Homunculus Durin into reality. Bro is nerding out. But in order to be given the ingredients he needs, we need to pass something called the Hexen Zirkel trials first, to prove that we're worthy and capable of handling such dangerous items. Oh, finally! Oh my god! Albedo in Wonderland. Shrunken to the size of chess pieces, we have to defeat the king. Okay, nice.
なんでおもちゃの姿を借りなきゃならないんだい?
Is this?
アリスさんじゃないみたい。
よくやったね。でもまだだよ。ここからはわしが相手だ。万物を直視すれば断りが見える。逆に見れば真実が見えてくる。
Okay. That was really attractive. What's going on though? What is going on? What are these? Oh, it's the king and the queen. I love the queen's design. It's giving the dancing boss. Oh my god. It's giving the dancing boss in Fontaine. Okay, we got it. Whew. Oh my god. We finished right on the beat drop. Isn't that just art? Completing the Hexen Zirkel trials, and with the mages Barbaloth and Alice's approvals, it's time to head back to Durin's heart for Albedo to harvest, so that Durin should be gone for good. Oh, we're going to the heart, the red place. We finally get to go back here. Oh my goodness. Wow. Been a while. Until we bring him back to life, at least. While we wait for Albedo to set up the alchemical array, we head back to crown the windblume star of this year's festival. You're giving it to Venti, who serenades us with a song. Whoa! An animation? Fireworks! Albadu? Is that our Albadu? Yes, it is. Okay. Come on, baby Durin. Oh my god. All of Mondstadt is the array. Tears. Tears in my rag bro's eyes. Not how many times I've said that today.
18と世界、そして20のパスを通り。紡がれた魂が生まれ落ちるため。
Okay?
不朽のムクロを
Come on, baby Doran!
神聖なる血肉と化せ。
Come on, Albedo!
我が偉業を刮目せよ。
Sheesh! This doesn't hurt him, right? Okay? Man, this all seems like such a perfect sequence of events. How much of this was like a cooperation?
よかったでしょ
Hello? Oh my god? There he is! Is he okay? Is he him? Is he good? Is he bad? With everything over, we unfortunately don't get to visit Doran just yet, since he's still recovering from the process, but we do get to reflect with Albedo about the journey, about the truth of the world, and getting a life, which I should probably be doing by now. But of course, it wouldn't be a Genshin Archon Quest without a major lore exposition, and we learned that Albedo's creator devoured one of the four shades, particularly the ruler of life, Nabirius. I guess that's important to the overarching story of this game? Oh, cause we encountered the ruler of death in Natlan, right? So, is that the opposite of the ruler of death? Then it's time to finally say goodbye. Bye! To Albedo, because Venti comes up to us with a gift from the mages that we don't even get to see on screen. A secret that we need to keep until it's ready. What is this, a mystery mouse cartoon? Seriously though, do you guys think it's the fourth shade in there? Since we know the rulers of time, death, and life now, maybe she fit in there. He fit in there, they fit in there. But I don't know. It's just a theory. Oh my god, that's the end? Wait, no, that can't be. We don't even get to check on Doran? No, he's not here. And that is it for today. That was so fun. It's been 10 years since we last met the entire Mondstadt gang. It's so refreshing, and it's so nice that we get to go back to the beginning before we get to the end, since up next is the final nation. I know, it's crazy. Well, that's been Shiyu, and I'll see you later. Bye!